A, for not wanting to help my mom and her fiancé with his disabled child. I, 20M, moved out of my mom's, 42F, house a couple of years ago when I left for college. Up until about 10 months ago, I still technically had a room there, but then her fiancé, 45M, and his 2 kids, 6M and 4F, moved in. The 4-year-old has multiple disabilities. She has a seizure disorder, osteogenesis imperfecta, and something involving paralysis or spasms of the stomach and esophagus. Before her fiancé moved in, my mom actually took classes for over 2 months, so she'd know how to properly care for his daughter since. His ex is completely out of the picture. I've only been back twice since they moved in. The first was Christmas, and I stayed with my grandparents because my room went to the 4-year-old, and there's no guest room anymore. My mom was disappointed, but I pointed out that staying with my grandparents kept me out of the way of their new routine. The second time was late June or early July. Again, I stayed with my grandparents. My mom offered to get me a pull-out bed, but I declined. During that visit, my mom and her fiancé kept asking if I had looked into taking the same caregiving classes she took, or if I wanted them to set me up with them. I said no and asked why I would need to. My mom said she hoped I'd want to help them, so I could step in during emergencies. I told her she'd be better off finding a professional for that, because I'm not taking on that responsibility. Her fiancé then asked if I was just never going to stay at their house, and I said yes. I told them I'd have no privacy, they'd be too busy anyway, and I'd get more quality time with my mom by planning visits outside of the chaos. Her fiancé said it sounded like I didn't want to learn how to care for his daughter and plan to stay limitedly involved with him and his kids. I told him I'll see them when I see my mom, but I won't be babysitting or taking on future caregiver responsibilities. Later, my mom and I went for a walk and she admitted she understood, but said she hoped I'd reconsider. She said it wouldn't be all the time, since I don't live that close, but even just giving them a few hours off when I visit would be so helpful. I told her I love visiting her, but babysitting, especially a medically complex child, is not in my plans. She was upset, but dropped it. Now her fiancé is holding a grudge. He even brought it up to my grandparents when Christmas plans came up. They told me they got the impression he's annoyed I stay with them, because it gives me an excuse not to be closer to his kids or more willing to help. So, A, for not wanting to get involved in caring for my mom's fiancé's disabled child,